Hello dear students, welcome to maths class. Last class we discussed about calendar problems. Okay, today we are going to explain the calendar problem using algebra. Okay, so last class we take a square of four numbers like this, that is 1, 2, 6, 7. Okay, 1, 2, 6, 7. That is, in the row we have 5 numbers like this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and in row 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 like that 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 like this. Okay, so if we take a square of 4 numbers, what is the relation between the numbers? Yes, the first number is 1, second number is 2. This 2 is actually 1 more than 1. Okay, 1 more than 1. So, if we take this number as x, okay, using algebra we are going to explain this. For that, here I am going to take the first number as x. Then what will be the second number? 1 plus 1 is 2. So if the first number is x, then the second number is x plus 1. Okay. Then see, now we are going to find out the number in the second row. Then what is the difference between the numbers in rows? Yes, this one is 1 and this is 6. So what is their difference? Their difference is 5. That is 1 plus 5 was the 6. Then if this number is x, what will be this number? That number is x plus 5. Okay, and this number is 1 more than the 6. So this is equal to x plus 5 plus 1, that is equal to x plus 6. Okay, so if we take a square of 4 numbers that are variables, we can write the numbers like this. Okay, which are the numbers? X, x plus 1, x plus 5 and x plus 6 are the numbers. Okay, so here we take a general 4 numbers. Using algebra we are going to explain this. Okay, so what we are going to explain? Yes, we need to show that the difference in the diagonal product is equal to 5. Okay, in this set of numbers we can see that the difference in the diagonal product is equal to 5. Okay, so we just extended that result in algebra, or we are going to explain this result using algebra. So here I took 4 numbers x, x plus 1, x plus 5 and x plus 6 are the numbers. Okay, now I am going to find out the diagonal products. Okay, so what is the first diagonal product? Okay, the first diagonal product. First I am going to find out the first diagonal product. What is the first diagonal product here? Which are the numbers here? X and x plus 6 are the numbers, right? X into x plus 6. Okay, using the first identity. Do you remember the first identity? Yes, what is the first identity? A into B plus C is equal to AB plus AC. This is our first identity, that is, multiply each number inside the bracket with the number outside the bracket. Okay, so here x into x plus 6. So we can write this. See, if a bracket is there, no need to put this into sign there. Okay, so just write x into x plus 6 like this. So x into x plus 6. So first x into x. What is x into x? Yes, a number into the very same number gives the second power of that number, that is x square. Okay, then 6 into x plus 6 into x is equal to 6x. Okay, so the first diagonal product is equal to x plus 6x. Now I am going to find out the second diagonal product. What is the second diagonal product here? Okay, second diagonal product, two numbers are here. One is x plus 5 and other is x plus 1. Okay, so what is the product of x plus 5 into x plus 1? Okay, so how can we expand this? Using our second identity. Do you remember the second identity? A plus b into c plus d is equal to ac plus ad plus bc plus bd. This is our second identity. So if we expand this x plus 5 into x plus 1, then we have, using the second identity, we have, yes, x into x is equal to x square. Then x into 1 is equal to x. Then 5 into x is equal to 5x. Then 5 into 1 is equal to 5. Okay, so here we have x square plus x plus 5x. Okay, here we have x. X means that is 1x. 1x plus 5x. So we can combine this. Here we have x and 5x. So a total of 6x are there. So we can write x square plus 6x and a 5 is here. Okay. So here we have the first diagonal product and here we have the second diagonal product. Now we need the difference in their diagonal products. Okay, so what will be the difference? Here their difference is equal to, yes, first one is, this is bigger, right? That is x square plus 6x plus 5. Okay, minus x square plus 6x. Okay, x square plus 6x. So subtract this thing from this. Okay, this minus sign, this we are subtracting this sum completely from this sum. Okay, so this negative sign or this minus sign is common to both the numbers inside the bracket. So if we remove this bracket, we need to write like this, that is x square plus 6x plus 5 minus x square. Okay, minus x square. Then this minus 6x. Okay, this minus is common to both the numbers inside the bracket. So x square plus 6x plus 5 minus x square minus 6x. See, here we have an x square and a minus x square. That means this x square get cancelled. Okay, and here we have a 6x and we have a minus 6x. Same thing, positive and negative. That means the term get cancelled. So what is balanced here? Only 5. That means the difference in the diagonal product is equal to 5. That means we explained the difference in the diagonal product in this set of number is equal to 5. Okay, if we take any set of 4 numbers, the difference in the diagonal product is always 5. Okay, this is the second sub question of that question. This is page number 78. One question we did the first part of that question in the last class, and today we explain the second part, and we have a one more sub question here, that is the third sub question of this question. The question is, instead of square of 4 numbers, take a square of 9 numbers and mark only the numbers at the 4 corner. What is the difference of diagonal products? Explain using algebra. Okay, so in the last problem, we take only a square of 4 numbers. But here I am going to take a square of 9 numbers. Okay, using 9 also we can make a square. See, here 3 here and 3 here. That means that is a square of 9 numbers. 3, 3. Okay, all sides are equal. It is called a square. So, here 3, the number of a set of 9 numbers are using here. Okay, you can take any set of numbers like this. And we mark only the numbers on the corner. Okay, we just mark the numbers on the corner. Then find the diagonal product. Okay, so we just find the diagonal products. Then find out the difference in the diagonal product, and we just find out the difference in their diagonal product. Then we are going to explain this using algebra. Okay. So here our numbers, yes, 1, 3, 11 and 30. Okay, the numbers on the corners in the four corners, 1, 3, 11 and 30. We take 9 numbers. Okay, a square of 9 numbers. So here what about the diagonal products? The first diagonal product, what is the first diagonal product? Yes, the first diagonal product is equal to 1 into 13, that is equal to 13. And what about the second diagonal product? Second diagonal product is equal to, yes, 11 into 3. What is 11 into 3? 11 into 3 is equal to 33. Then what about the difference in their diagonals? Yes, the difference in the diagonal product is equal to 33 minus 13. So that is equal to, yes, 20. Okay. Now we can take another set of 9 numbers, another set of 9 numbers. You can take any numbers. Okay, here I am going to take this, yes, 3, 4, 5 and this set. Okay, 3, 4, 5, 8, 9, 10, 13, 14, 15, a square of 9 numbers. Then mark the corner numbers. Okay, which are the corner numbers here? Yes, one is 3, second one is 5, third number is 13 and the fourth one is 15. Okay, the four corners, the corner numbers are marked here. Now I am going to find out the diagonal product. What about the first diagonal product? Yes, the first diagonal product is equal to 3 into 15. What is 3 into 15? Yes, 3 into 15 is equal to 45. Okay, now the second diagonal product. Second diagonal product is equal to, yes, 13 into 5. What is 13 into 5? 13 into 5 is equal to 65. Now I am going to find out the difference in the diagonal product. What will be the difference? Yes, difference is equal to 65 minus 45, that is also equal to 20. Okay, so if we take any 9 numbers like this in this set of numbers, and if we mark the corners only, that is the numbers on the four corners, and if we take the diagonal product and their difference, we get the same number 20. Okay, now we need to explain this using algebra. Okay, how do we solve this using algebra? See, here I am going to take the first number as x. Then what will be the second number? Second number is x plus 1. Okay, 1 more than x. Then what will be the third number? That is x plus 2. Then this number, that is x 5 more than this number. This is x plus 6. Okay, and what about this one? This is x plus 7. Okay, 1 plus 5 is equal to 6. So this number is equal to x plus 5. This is 1 plus 6 is equal to 7. So this number is equal to x plus 6. This number is equal to x plus 7. And the 11, this is 11. So this is equal to 1 plus 10. So this number x plus 10. And this one is equal to x plus 11. And this is equal to x plus 12. So these are our 9 numbers. A square of 9 numbers. So I am just rewrite these numbers here, that is x, x plus 1, x plus 2, then x plus 5, x plus 6 and x plus 7, and in the last row x plus 10, x plus 11 and x plus 12. Okay, a square of 9 numbers. Okay, 3 row, 3 columns. Now we just mark the numbers on the four corners. Okay, just mark the numbers on the four corners. Then first find out the diagonal product. First I am going to find out the first diagonal product. Which is, what is the first diagonal product? Yes, the first diagonal product is equal to, x into x plus 12. Okay, x into x plus 12. X is here, x plus 12 is here. This is the diagonal. So, x into x is equal to x square. then x into 12 is equal to 12x. Okay, so this is the first sum. Then what about the second diagonal product? Second diagonal product is equal to, yes, x plus 2 and x plus 10. That two are the numbers. So x plus 2 into x plus 10. Okay, so using the second identity we are going to expand this, that is x into x is equal to, yes, x square. Then x into 10 is equal to 10x. Then 2 into x is equal to 2x. Then 2 into 10 is equal to 20. Okay, so here we have x square plus 10x then plus 2x. Okay, same thing, same x's are repeating here. So we can combine that 10x and 2x as 12x. Okay, so x square plus 12x plus 20. Okay, this is the second diagonal product. This is the first diagonal product and this one is the second diagonal product. Then what will be the difference in the diagonal product? Yes, the difference in the diagonal product is equal to, yes, x square plus 12x plus 20 minus x square plus 12x. Okay, x square plus 12x. So that is equal to x square plus 12x plus 20. This minus is common to both the numbers inside the bracket, or we subtracting a sum from another sum. So we need to subtract both the numbers from that. Okay, so minus x square minus 12x. Okay, x square get cancelled. 12x get cancelled. So the balance is 20. Okay, in the last two sets of numbers, that is 1, 2, 3, 6, 7, 8, 11, 12, 13 and 3, 4, 5, 8, 9, 10, 13, 14, 15. In both cases, we got the difference in the diagonal product, or if we mark the four numbers on the corners and if we take the diagonal product, their difference is equal to 20, and we explain this using algebra. Okay, then also we get the same answer 20. Okay. Here we have a second question in page number 79 in the multiplication table made earlier. Okay, in your textbook on page number, yes, on page number 76, there you can see a multiplication table. Okay, that means simply write numbers from 1 to 81. That is multiplication table, and just look at that table and answer this question. Okay, so look at the multiplication table in page number 76 and complete the second answer. So in the multiplication table made earlier, take a square of 9 numbers instead of 4 and mark the numbers at the four corners. What is the difference of diagonal sums? Explain using algebra why this difference is the same for all such squares, and what if we take a square of 16 numbers. Okay, so this is a homework for you. You have to do this. And now look at the third problem, that is a pattern. Okay, so interesting. Some patterns are there, some interesting patterns are. So look at this pattern, that is 1 into 4 is equal to 2 into 3 minus 2. Then 2 into 5 is equal to, yes, 3 into 4 minus 2. And 3 into 6 is equal to 4 into 5 minus 2. Okay, then 4 into 7 is equal to 5 into 6 minus 2. Okay, now we have some questions below this pattern, that is write the next two lines in this pattern, and if we take four consecutive natural numbers, what is the relation between the product of the first and the last and the product of the middle two? Write this as a general principle in algebra and explain it. Okay, see here this 1, 2, 3 and 4. Okay, that is if we consider the product only, yes, we can see the continuous numbers, continuous natural numbers or consecutive natural numbers. Consecutive natural numbers means what? Yes, 1, 2, 3, 4 are consecutive natural numbers. Similarly, 2, 3, 4, 5 are consecutive natural numbers. 3, 4, 5, 6 are consecutive natural numbers. Similarly, 4, 5, 6, 7 are also consecutive natural numbers. So, if we take 4 consecutive natural numbers 1, 2, 3 and 4. Okay, then the product at the ends. Okay, 1 and 4 are placed at the end of this set of numbers. Okay, then the product of the first and last, this is the first number and this is the last number. So product of the first and last is equal to product of the middle minus 2. Okay, product of the first and last, 1 into 4 is equal to middle number, product of middle number minus 2. Okay, we can check that. See, 2 into 3 is 6, 6 minus 2 is 4. And here see, if we take 4 numbers 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, then product of the first and last is equal to product of the middle minus 2. See, 2 into 5 is 10. Then 3 into 4 is equal to 12. 12 minus 2 is also equal to 10. Okay, similarly here 3 into 6 is equal to 18. 4 into 5 is equal to 20. 20 minus 2 is equal to 18. Okay, similarly we get the next line also. So first step is write the next two lines of this pattern. Okay. So here we take 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. Now which are the continuous or which are the consecutive set of natural numbers? Yes. Here we reach 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So which is the next number? Yes, 5 is the next number. So 5 into. So if we take 4 numbers, the first one is 5, then what will be the second one? 6 is the second one, 7 is the third one and 8 is the fourth one. Okay, so product of the first and last. Product of the first and last is equal to 5 into 8. That is equal to product of the middle minus 2. Product of the middle is 6 into 7 minus 2. Okay, so this is the first line. And next line, how do we write the next line? Yes, 5, then that is 6. Okay, this 6 and here 7 and 8. Okay, minus 2. And which number is multiplied here? That is equal to 9. So this is the second line and this is the first line and this is the second line. So the next two lines of this pattern and this pattern continuing like this. Okay, and if we take 4 consecutive natural number, what is the relation between the product of the first and last and the product of the middle two? Okay, we have seen that if we take 4 consecutive natural number, the product of first and last is equal to product of the middle minus 2. Okay, now we need to explain this using algebra. For that, here I am going to take 4 natural numbers or 4 consecutive natural numbers. Okay, using algebra we need to explain this. So here I am going to take the first number as x. Then if x is a natural number, which is the next natural number? Yes, 1 more than x. Okay, that is equal to x plus 1. And which will be the third number? That is 1 more than this, that is x plus 2. Then again 1 more than this, x plus 3. Okay, so here we have 4 consecutive natural numbers. Say x, x1, x plus 1, x plus 2 and x plus 3 are 4 consecutive natural numbers. Now we are going to find out the product of the first and last and product of the middles. Okay, so first I am going to find out the product of first and fourth. Okay, or product of first and last. What is the product of first and last? Product of first and last is equal to x into x plus 3. Okay, what is x into x plus 3? That is equal to x into x is equal to x square. Then x into 3 is equal to 3x. Okay, then what about the product of the middle ones? Yes, product of the middle one is equal to product of the middle one. Product of the middle ones is equal to Yes, which are the numbers in middle? X plus 1 and x plus 2. So, x plus 1 into x plus 2. Using the second identity, here I am going to expand, that is x into x is equal to x square, x into 2 is equal to 2x, 1 into x is equal to 1x, and 1 into 2 is equal to 2. So that is equal to x square plus 3x plus 2. Okay. So see, here we have 4 consecutive natural number. Then the product of the first and last, that is x into x plus 3. What we have? X into x plus 3 is equal to x square plus 3x. Right? X square plus 3x. This x square plus 3x is actually, yes, x square plus, that is the product of the middle ones. Which are the product of the middle one? X plus 1 into x plus 2 minus 2. Okay, we can check this. What is x plus 1 into x plus 2? This is equal to x square plus 3x plus 2 minus 2. So here we have a plus 2 and a minus 2. That means that get cancelled. That is x plus 1 into x plus 2 minus 2 is equal to x into x plus 3. Okay, so this is the proof. That is, if we take 4 consecutive natural number, then the product of the first and last is equal to of the middle ones minus 2. Okay, hope you understand this. So that is the first exercise of this chapter. We have one more question in this chapter that we will explain in the next class. Okay, thank you.